Dear students, today let us work out a problem to find out Mr. Vijay's residential status. So here there is a problem. So let me read out the problem. Mr. Vijay, an Indian citizen, left India for the first time on 1st April 2013 and came back to India in September 2016. Again, he left India on 1st May 2019. Determine his residential status for the assessment year 2021. So, this problem says that Mr. Vijay, he is an Indian citizen, that is, he is born and brought up in India, and for the first time he is leaving India, that is, he is going out of India on 1st April 2013. In the year 2013 itself, he has left India and came back to India in September 2016. That is, till September 2016, he has never come to India. For once again, he has come to India only on in the month of September 2016. Let us assume that he has come to India on 1st September 2016, because here they have not mentioned the date. So let us assume that it is 1st September 2016 he has come to India. Again he left India, that means from 1st September 2016 he was in India till 1st May 2019. 1st May 2019 he was in India. On 1st May 2019, once again he has left India, that is, he is going out of India. So on this information, now we need to find out his residential status, whether he is a resident or he is a non-resident. If we are going to prove Mr. Vijay as a resident, what we need to do? We need to apply the additional conditions, or before that, if at all, if you want to find out whether he is a resident or non-resident, to find out whether he is a resident or non-resident, what we need to do? We need to apply the basic condition under section 6 subsection 1. Basic condition says that an assessee should fulfill any one of the basic condition. If an assessee fulfills any one of the basic condition, he will be called as a resident. If he could not fulfill any of the basic condition, then he will be called as a resident. So first let us know whether Mr. Vijay is a resident or not. So to begin with the problem, see, I have made this columns, particulars. There are two columns, particulars as well as fulfilled or not. Particulars as well as fulfilled or not. So under particular, before that, so let me write our previous year. So ನಮ್ಮ previous year ಯಾವುದು? What is our previous year? Our previous year is from 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2020. 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2020. So this is our previous year. So now let us apply the basic condition and let us find out whether he is a resident or non-resident. As I said, I have made two columns, that is particulars, then fulfilled or not. Fulfilled or not is nothing but whether he has fulfilled the basic condition or not. Because once he fulfills the basic condition, he will be called as a resident. If he could not fulfill the basic condition, he will be called as a non-resident. So, ನೋಡಿ basic condition under section 6 subsection 1. So, first basic condition. What is the first basic condition? ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. I think we have already worked out around 7 to 8 problems workout ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So, what is our basic condition? Assessee. First basic condition says that assessee should should stay in India for how many days? 182 days or more. 182 days or more in the ಯಾವ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ? ಇನ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್. ಯಾವುದು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2019-20. 2019-20 is our previous year. In this particular year, he should stay in India for how many days? He should stay in India for 182 days or more. ಆವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ, if he stays in India for 182 days or more, then he will be called as a resident. So now let us see, in our previous year 1920 ಅಲ್ಲಿ how many days he was in India. See, in this question it says that again he left India on 1st May 2019. 1st May 2019ಗೆ ಅವನು ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಶುರು ಆಗೋದು ಯಾವಾಗ? 1st April 2019ಇಂದ 31st March 2020 is our previous year. ಅವನು 1st Mayನೇ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. That means in our previous year he was in India for how many days? He was in India only for April alidda. That means 30 days plus 1st May. So as we know that as per residential status prakara, it says that the arrival date and the departure date should be treated as he was in India. Therefore 1st May he is departuring, that is India ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. Therefore 1st May should be treated as he was in India. So ಅವಾಗೇನಾಯಿತು? April 2019. April 2019 ಅಲ್ಲಿ how many days he was in India? 30 days plus May 2019 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಇದ್ದ? Only one day. So total how many days? 31 days. So whether he has fulfilled this condition, ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾನ, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್? No, because as per the first basic condition it says that assessee should stay in India for how many days? 182 days or more. 182 days or more in the previous year. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ? 31 days ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. Therefore no, he has not fulfilled. ಇದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ, fulfilled or not ಅಲ್ಲಿ you just mention it as no, because he has not fulfilled the first basic condition. As he could not fulfill the first basic condition, what we need to do? Now we need to apply, that is why, or we need to apply the second basic condition. Second basic condition na ನಾವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನು? assessee should stay in India for how many days? 60 days or more. ಯಾವಾಗ? in the previous year, that is 2019-20. ನಾನು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ 365 days or more out of 4 years preceding to previous year. 4 years preceding to previous year. ನೋಡಿ, assessee should stay in India for 60 days or more in the previous year and also 365 days or more out of 4 years preceding to previous year. So second basic condition ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, assessee ಅವನ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1920 he should stay in India for more than 60 days and also 365 days or more out of 4 years preceding to previous year. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಯಾವುದು? 1920ಯ ಇಂದಿನ 4 ವರ್ಷ. ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ prior to 2019-20, 4 years. Out of that 4 years, his stay in India should be how many days? ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 365 ಡೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ನು ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟಾಗಿ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡೋಣ, ಅವನು ಎರಡೂ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅವನು ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. 60 ಡೇಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್. ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ 2019-20 ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಡೇಸ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ 31 ಡೇಸ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಇದ್ದ? 31 ಡೇಸ್. ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಹಿ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ಡ್ ದಿಸ್? ನೋ. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ಗಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಇನ್ನರ್ ಕಾಲಮಲ್ಲಿ. ನೋ. ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಇದ್ದ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 31 ಡೇಸ್. ಅವನು ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ 365 ಡೇಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೋರ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 4 years ಪ್ರಿಸೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್. ಎಸ್, ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಇದನ್ನು ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾನೆ. ಬಟ್ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ 2013ಗೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಗೆ ಬಂದಿರೋದು. ಫ್ರಮ್ 2013ಇಂದ 2016 ತನಕ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. 2013ಇಂದ 2016 ತನಕ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಪ್ರಿಸೀಡಿಂಗ್ 4 years ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 2018-19, ದೆನ್ 2017-18, then 2016-17, then 2015-16. ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಪ್ರಿಸೀಡಿಂಗ್ 4 years ಅಂದರೆ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ 4 yearsಲ್ಲಿ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಫಾರ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಡೇಸ್? 365 ಡೇಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. 365 ಡೇಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆಯಿತಾ? ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 365 ಡೇಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟೇ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ 60 ಡೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅವನಿಲ್ಲ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಇವನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಹಿಮ್, ಬೈ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ವಿಜಯ್. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ನೋಡಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಇವಾಗ, ಎರಡೂ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅವ್ನ ಕೈಲಿ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಸೇಸ್ ದಟ್ assessee should fulfill any one of the basic condition. Assessee should fulfill any one of the basic condition. Only then he will be called as a resident. But in this problem, Mr. Vijay, he could not fulfill any of the basic condition. Therefore, as Mr. Vijay could not fulfill any of the basic condition, Mr. Vijay, he is a non-resident. Mr. Vijay is a non-resident. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಬರೀಲೇಬೇಕು. ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಎಂಡ್ ನಾವು ಈ ಥರ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ವಿಜಯ್ ನಾನ್ ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ವಿಜಯ್ ಕುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಎನಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಎರಡು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ಎರಡೂ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅವನ ಕೈಲಿ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಅ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ದಟ್ Mr. Vijay, he is a non-resident. He will be called as a non-resident ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಡನ್.